I'm in Cottondale, Texas. Cottondale, Texas is marked by this old historic landmark. Cottondale, America's oldest settlement, platted by landowner B.F. Banks, who also gave lots for public use, named 1875 for lush growth of cotton, planted by John Bridges Blacksmith to finance a trip to Alabama to bring back his bridge. Paradise took over town's post office, 1912, school 1933. Meaning Cottondale was one of those little towns that got absorbed by bigger towns. There are plenty around these parts. I recently did a video about Townes Van Zant's grave, the musician Townes Van Zant. That was in Dido Cemetery, D-I-D-O. That's another town that was absorbed by a bigger town. It happens. But like Dido, everything that we're frequenting today is still named after the previous town. Like this one is called Cottondale. See a bunch of cows running around here. Look at all these cows. Ooh, look at these cows. Good to take a look at these sweeties. Oh, look at all these around here. I am out in the country, pretty much. Now, the reason why I'm out here is because this is where Machine Gun Kelly is buried. No, not the singer, the real Machine Gun Kelly. George Kelly, the gangster. So we're going to look into him and we're going to see where he's buried and such. The funny thing about it is when he died in Leavenworth of a heart attack, and nobody in his family wanted to claim him. So he's actually buried in the familial plot of his wife. For the longest time, he had a gravestone that was, his last name was misspelled, and it was a very simple gravestone that was given by the prison, because again, nobody wanted to pay for his burial, nobody wanted to pick up the body. So, but we'll take a look at all that. I heard that since then, that simple gravestone has been finally replaced. So we'll go take a look here. See, we still have Cottondale, 1885, Cottondale Cemetery. And they've got another marker here devoted to him. So we'll look at this. Machine Gun Kelly. It says, during the Prohibition era, organized crime increased. Big name gangsters like Al Capone ruled the streets, while public enemies such as Bonnie and Clyde swept across the country. One of the most infamous criminals of this time was George Francis Barnes Jr., also known as George B. Machine Gun Kelly. Born on July 17, 1900 in Chicago, Barnes grew up in Memphis. He briefly held a job in family, but following divorce and the loss of his job, he fell into bootlegging. He headed westward by the late 1920s. In 1930, he met the widow Catherine Thorne. They eventually married and joined together to go on crime sprees of higher and higher magnitudes, robbing banks across the South and Midwest. Catherine was known to be a good shot with various firearms and eventually bought a Thompson machine gun for her husband, earning him his nickname. George and Catherine robbed banks for years, gaining large amounts of money and notoriety. On July 22, 1933, the couple set out to kidnap Charles Urschel, an oil baron in Oklahoma City. They held him at the farmhouse of Catherine's stepfather, Robert Boss Shannon, in Wise County until the ransom of $200,000 was paid. However, in August, the couple was caught and arrested. During one of the first court cases under the new Lindbergh law on kidnapping, George, Catherine, and much of the Shannon family were given life sentences in prison, although Boss was granted clemency after 11 years. George died of heart disease in Leavenworth Prison on July 18, 1954. George Barnes was buried here by Boss Shannon, as nobody from George's immediate family claimed the body. Boss Shannon is buried here too. I know that part. So, let's go take a look in here. There's more cows down there. But I tell you what, if you're gonna get buried someplace, this is really nice out here. A little warm today, about 80 degrees. Well, you can tell that tree's been here a hot minute. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna take a look. Got everybody in rows up here. I know he's on the end. 11, I think. There's 9. 9A. Yeah, there he is. Oh yeah, they definitely replaced it. There he is. This ain't the first time I've been out here, and the gravestone that was here, ooh, it was in nasty shape. Got his last name spelled right this time. Had an extra E in it. Well, they gave him some money right there. Look at him. Oh, bank robber. He's still cleaning up after he's deceased. George Barnes Kelly, July 18th, 1900 to July 17th, 1954. Now, that's a lot nicer than what he had before. See what else is on. I've been out here before where they were leaving bullets. They do that on Bonnie and Clyde too. I'll take you to their gravestones. They like to leave bullets. I think if we go down, yeah, here we go. Just right down, because each one of these rows got a little sidewalk. Goes back. See, I already found the Shannons. See? So there's Robert Boss Shannon. And there's the Shannon family. His wife, Kelly's wife, is buried somewhere else, is my understanding. But the Shannon family, otherwise, is buried here. See? H. Smith, Eunice, Shannon. We got Charles, Ronnie, Shannon. Yeah, they're all in this area. I've been around I've been where approximately I think that farmhouse was. Shannon's farmhouse where they held that guy hostage. I'm not 100% sure, but it looked to me like they've done some, you know, remodeling. So, but this is where, take another look at Machine Gun Kelly. There he is. And here's the area. A lot of cows, folks. But real tranquil. A lot of old trees out here. Let's go down on this other side. From what I can see, the upkeep on this cemetery is real nice. Pretty cool with these sidewalks. Yeah, look at these cows here. All colors, man. Brown, white, speckled, black. Uh-oh, that young in there got a fly or something. Uh-oh. That cow's eating and pooping at the same time, man. Circle of life. Anyway. Okay. We'll go back this way. If you clicked on this video, thanks for your interest. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, it'd be great to have you. Oh, look at that. Tree got like white bark or something, is that? Or is that just all stripped? Oh, that's just stripped. Still cool though. Yeah, look at that. Look how old that's gotta be. Okay. Well, like I say, thanks for coming and checking this video out. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.